Do you have any news? Do you know what...
Yes.
Oh no.
I found her body in the lair of the Great Tenlin.
But how could she have been surprised by the...
She went out to meet the young fisherman. The time must have flown by. I'm so sorry.
I must bring her body back.
You should not go alone. I killed as many as I could, but it would be better
I shall follow your counsel on Olmenawi. 2 deaths are enough.
I must leave now.
Well, on Olmenawi, have you found...
I found him, but...
Maybe he knew every stone on our lands.
He had a liaison with a young girl from the village. They must have forgotten the hour. Night took them by surprise, and I found both of them.
How terrible. What? I must recover his body. To give it up to the earth.
With the body of the girl he loved, in a cavern near the... But it is a dangerous place. Other Tenlins might still be roaming there.
I have a duty owed to my little brother.
I must be leaving. The nests are destroyed, and with the death of the White Tenlin, the attacks should cease. And we were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katasak should be willing to follow us now. Let's go and find him.
I can see from your face.
Indeed. I put the White Tenlin down, who is enraging his kind. The attack should no longer trouble. As for the missionaries, they decided to leave. My friend Petrus was able...
We am happy that they accept.
And I am happy to have been able to show you that...
In the end, we found the missing young ones. But alas, it was too...
And the worst tier end.
Will you agree to accompany me now?
I have packed what is needed.
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze. Consumed by a smoldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You pop in just when you're needed, cousin, as always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katisak, Constantine. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Rnaikse, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Almighty protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Your armor is falling apart! Careful, my child! You need healing! May the Enlightened protect me in this battle! May the Enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
knew it!
Hello, my name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant.
Good day, Legate de Sardet.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mall of the Red Spears.
All here remember. And the worst tear. But you are not yet Mal. I am sorry, Siora.
I beg your pardon.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the elder of the
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. He only accepts to meet the members of the...
How can I prove that I'm the rep...
If you are a trusted friend of a council member, he will... I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be...
I will return later.
If you have a seal, you will be welcome if...
Greetings, Katasak.
Bertirtumat.
I'm looking to meet Enomil Frichtman. I went...
But they did not let you speak.
Precisely. They said that only the friends of a member...
And my word was not enough.
Do not be sad, daughter of Bladnid. One day you will be as this seal will allow you to give voice to the friends of your clan. Here, friend of Wenxavier. Take him, but you must convince him and no doubt pass many trials. Many monsters.
Thank you, Katasak.
We do not wish to lose the one who placed his life in my hands.
I hope that Glendan will allow you to meet this god, cousin.
Have no fear. I must go.
You have returned. The rule is...
Here is the seal of the Denegad Katasach.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great Enter. You are...
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you.
I seek a remedy. My cousin, as well as many other... We think that only Enon Miel Frick...
Really?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and...
Judge your intentions. But even if I should do this, you would have many, for the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water.
What must I do? And this cavern is guarded, I suppose.
That is true. But the simplest solution... I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your truth.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelam seg.
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted.
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul. It is a tremendous honor.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways. And one way is through strength, but I know no more than this. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And do not lose your...
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits?
My mother passed it during the last election, but...
Did she tell you about it?
A little. But it is a secret trial. It is important that you give... I know that you must choose your path. Combat is not necessarily the best response. If you are confronted with animals, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it...
Is that an idea that...
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow guide our enemies!
May the enlightened help us.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you.
Yes. Exactly like the light.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides.
I was in the sky. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. Suddenly I bounced on the ground. Then, just like before, the vision disappeared.
Tell us again what you saw when you touched this basin.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind, and it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. This stone is blackened, eaten away. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. On this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? On this stone, the sun is visible. This stone bears the image of a storm. Here this looks like a snowflake.
Tell us again what you saw when you touched this basin.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind, and it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. I already lit this candle. This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tirfredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Mir Frichtemann.
Bear tir to mad on Olmenawi.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what...
A face in the mountain.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking. You have given the blood of the animals that protected the entrance to the passage. In choosing the path of silence, finally, you have completed the ritual. You choose to trust the way of rules and wisdom. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion.
Am I authorized to encounter Enormil Frictamen now?
If the High King agrees, yes. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to...
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince them as well.
I do not know. And I believe that it may be or not...
Is he hiding?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then, we have not... The last people to have seen him were the most important chiefs of... There was Deirdre, Blatnid.
My mother,
Yes. I heard about your loss, Siora.
and divorced Tirce.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will...
I've already met her.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the... It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. He is the chief of the Earth Healers.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this...
Kwa'awalamsek.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes. He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The Islander convinced him to go.
By Islander, do you mean the Denegat?
Yes. A strange bird. Missing. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path. Rather far. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone. According to the Islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. Not a soul came along. But then I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of...
And you ran? Do you know precisely where the company was?
No, not precisely. I hadn't... The Islander said they were following the path, but he was...
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by...
What? Alone? Well, what could I...
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or... But that's a question for your superior. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to...
His Highness was feeling much better. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that Islander, I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for that. Your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as...
That sounds like him. What's...
I am sorry, sir.
Dismissed, soldier.
Thank you, sir.
On Almenawi. It is time I returned to my people, took up the torch and continued. I have learned a lot by...
Don't you want to stay with us a while?
No. I have made my decision.
Can you help me? We'll make it for you.